Hey everyone, from the Blue Cross River Rink here in the great city of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Right here, you're finally in focus. You're looking at part of Winterfest down at Penn's Landing. Time for the Surreal Vale City to do what is going to be a holiday tradition. And yes, there are fires down there and the smell even up here, the smoke and everything, the food. Wow. Getting hungry. But anyway, there's 3 events, and I'm going, without looking back in the magazine, this is off pure memory. There are 3 events in 2017 that make the most memorable list here for 2017 for Surreal Vale City Online Magazine. The first one is probably the craziest. 2 of them are actually in the holidays here. Big surprise, recent memory. But the number 3 is probably the craziest thing I have done for a magazine. Trust me, when it comes to the media I do, intelligence and common sense are rarely the rule. But number 3 is thanks to the Colony Meadery and Dave McAdoo. Every year they have a wine and beer tasting festival in downtown Bethlehem, right off Main Street, down below. Well, thanks to Dave McAdoo over at the Colony Meadery, he hands me 2 tickets and says, hey, I want you to cover that. Hey, they're one of the sponsors, they do what they want. The reason why it was one of the craziest, and this is craziest in, you can tell I'm laughing in only the best of ways. I have very low alcohol tolerance, and I'm not one for beer too much. So what do? I go to a beer tasting. And what's really making me laugh is the day after, I had people look at me and say, how did you did what? I made it through 13 samples of beer, including the strong Belgian, high alcohol content Belgians, before I cut myself off. All right? I was not wasted, but I had one intense buzz going on. I still remember everything to this day. I was not staggering or anything. But for me, you're talking to someone, give me 2 Coors Light drops and have a decent buzz going. I was smart enough to eat before I even went there. But, like I said, it was funny because I had people looking at me like, how did you make it through 13 knowing your alcohol tolerance and, and the samples were between roughly about a 2-shot cup. So it was 1.5 to 2 shots each of 13 different types of beer. So, in the best of ways and in the funniest of ways, I still remember when I walked out, I looked at the officer, said, "Officer, don't worry, I'm taking the bus." He looked at me and said, "Thank you." So number 3 on the most memorable for 2017 goes to the beer and wine tasting for Christmas City Beer and Wine Tasting over in Bethlehem. Thanks to Dave McAdoo and the Colony Meadery for giving me that experience. Honestly, it was a great time. Number 2 is here in Philadelphia. Big surprise. The reason why, even though I'm here, it's my first time in Philadelphia. The magazine was launched here in Philadelphia on July 4th, 2016. Been down here 11 times in the past 2 years between the 2 magazines for various reasons. But being down here at the Blue Cross River Rink, City Hall, Christmas Village, this is what I'm going to be remembering for a very, very long time. Not only because I'm here in Philadelphia to wind out the 2017 holiday season, but within 8 days, thanks to the sponsors of the magazine, 2 very special friends, within 8 days, this makes the 3rd event the magazine covered in 3 cities and 2 states in 8 days. It started last Friday with New York City for a few hours, thanks to 2 very special friends taking me up for their book signing. First time in New York City. It was perfect, literally, and then it started snowing while we were up there. Bethlehem, the night after for the Lehigh Valley Network of Unified Pagans for the Feast of Yule Festival at a church in Bethlehem, PA. and here in Philadelphia. So 3 cities, 2 states, 8 days. And when I was walking around down there, I had this huge dumbass smile on my face, you know, really in the holiday mood, the Christmas mood and everything. Here in Philadelphia, it feels right to be here, right now. Temperature is starting to drop a little bit, but I'm actually not getting frostbite on my hands for a change this winter. And number 1, New York City. First time in New York City for myself and the media I do. During the holidays, it started snowing. Hit and review the local art exhibit and the local art gallery up there. My 2 friends are just truly amazing people. They're great authors. They're truly great friends, and you know, it was just every once in a while, life hands us a moment that we cannot have dreamed, and is by definition absolutely perfect. Being up in New York City, that was one of those moments. But Philadelphia and New York cannot have happened without the people and businesses that sponsoring the magazine. You have no idea how much gratitude and thanks I have to them. So you have the top 3 most memorable moments of 2017. There were a lot. Magazine didn't do as much as Valley and Beyond did, because kind of like seen all done it all in Lehigh Valley. Still had a lot of great times though. But those are the top 3. Wishing everyone a very Merry Christmas, Happy Holiday Season to you, your family and friends out there, no matter where in the world you are. May 2018 be filled with laughter, love, friendship, family, and peace, and success. Michael Phoenix from Blue Cross River Ink Winterfest, December 22nd, 2017, here in the great city of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. I hope you enjoy. Merry Christmas, everyone.